Welcome to another episode of Music Therapy. I am John Thune, your resident mental health therapist, and today we are listening to another Renegade song, Animal Flow, per your recommendation. I am excited for this. I heard it's got some rad beats, so let's get right into it. Alright, Ruben.
Animal flow. You're in the mind of a cannibal king, where chaos and anarchy roam. And trouble is bubbling under the skin, a certain insanity show. Where chaos and anarchy roam.
Oh, that's an owl. I was wondering what this was here.
And trouble is bubbling under the skin, a certain insanity shows. Whenever I pick up the mic and begin, whenever these words that I write with my pen come alive, they ignite like I pulled out the pen. Animal flow, out in the jungle, I'm ready for war. I'm beating your brains on the bat, I'm swinging it back, and it's spooky, I bite 'cause I'm bored. All of the cannibals, bro.
I love this already. Oh my god. The animal, we are not that different from a chimpanzee. We have 99.5% exact same DNA as the chimpanzee, and not a monkey. Monkeys have tails. Chimps are a little bit more intelligent, a little bit bigger, but we are so much like primates. And the idea behind that is that we've evolved so many millennia from chimpanzees to people, and it's so fascinating to think that there are distant relatives, and that we absolutely have these animalistic tendencies that aren't good for us. That's like aggression, selfishness, desires that aren't healthy for us.
The respine that you can't ignore. I wait and react with combat on the counter attack on the king of the jungle. I roar.
Is he beatboxing here? What a talent. I have heard him a little bit beatbox before, but not like this. And I love the frogs in the back there going like this and sing. So beautiful. The interesting thing about psychology and some schools is that there are some people that say we are determined by our genetics. If you take a person that has two smart parents, then they'll likely be smart. And if you have two dumb parents, then they'll be dumb. And they're so deterministic genetically. And I think that leaves out a lot of environmental, neurological changes that happen through neuroplasticity. And environment shapes us just as much as genetics do, because we're more than just our genetics. We get to choose which gene expresses based on what we do in our life. If we choose to smoke cigarettes, for instance, then we're going to build those addictive pathways, and we're going to more likely get cancer, compared to if we live a healthier life, we're not going to do that. So it's such a fascinating dichotomy of nature and nurture. We know they're both important, but I think nurture, to me personally, is more important.
Animal flow, I'm the flow CEO. I've got mountains of murderous rhymes. Mountain volcanic, I blow and cause mayhem and panic. There's nowhere to run from my mind. I'm an impassable foe, never slowing, just growing.
I love that too. There's nowhere to run from his mind. And I always work with people who are in the midst of some crisis. And it's no matter what crisis you're going through, you're still going to have to deal with it psychologically, because you're the constant in the sea of variables of life. And if you can figure out your mind, you are going to be so much better off than if you try to figure out everything else and neglect yourself. And that's what I love about therapy, is it helps people increase their emotional intelligence and their interpersonal relationships.
Animal flow, I'm the flow CEO. I've got mountains of murderous rhymes. Mountain volcanic, I blow and cause mayhem and panic. There's nowhere to run from my mind. I'm an impassable foe, never slowing, just growing and flowing with intricate lines. Yes, I will dig in my teeth when I bite like a beast. Blood, I drink it like wine.
Whoo! Oh my goodness. I love how he brings up the jaw and sinking in his teeth here. Get this too, really fascinating. Humans have two different neural pathways. One's for chewing and one's for biting. We have the ability to really damage our teeth, like to damage something with a bite, but that's a whole different neural pathway, and that's linked more to our animalistic tendencies when we were evolving. So if we were like fighting something and we needed to bite it, we'd have to trigger not our chew neural pathway, but our actual bite and destroy neural pathway. So our jaws are very, very strong. It's just we don't use them in the same way we did back in the day when we were evolving.
Good lines, yes, I will dig in my teeth when I bite like a beast. Blood, I drink it like wine. Animal flow, out in the wilderness I will be king. Sit on my throne, I'm the Lord of the Rings. Out on my own, I'm a terrible thing.
Oh my gosh, I love how he references Lord of the Rings here.
Wilderness I will be king. Sit on my throne, I'm the Lord of the Rings. Out on my own, I'm a terrible thing. Animal skins over my shoulders like bling. They will be clothing my sins. I came to win over and over again. I'll take your life with a grin. Animal.
Animal.
Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was white as snow.
How does he do these transitions like this? Go from that beat to this. I love how unexpected each of his songs are.
Animal. Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was white as snow. It made the blood look so much redder when I slit its throat. Watch it drip, drop, till the ground was soaked. Oh, Mary, Mary, quite contrary how the blood it flows. Horrific, explicit, I be parasitic, acidic, I'm eating your flesh. Don't fidget, I'm livid, not mentally with it. I get kinda sick when I'm stressed. I am the I am the storm, I am the fury, I am the storm.
Whoo! Oh my gosh. And it's normal to feel sick when you're stressed. Cortisol can overpower you, especially if you're living with toxic stress in your life and you're just at the baseline that is way, way higher than what you're used to. And imagine like you draw a line through the peaks of your life, and if it's above the baseline, then that's toxic stress.
Be parasitic, acidic, I'm eating your flesh. Don't fidget, I'm livid, not mentally with it. I get kinda sick when I'm stressed. I am the I am the storm, I am the fury, I am the scorn, I am the belly, I am the beast. Yes, I am, yes, I am, yes, I am, yes, I'm an animal, yes, I'm an animal. Yes, sometimes the things I say are irrational. Yes, sometimes the things I do are quite radical. Yes, I will be waging war on the capital. Yes.
Oh my gosh, I love this. And when we take ourselves so seriously and we expect such high results all the time, it's so important to remember that we're just evolved apes, drifting through the cosmos. And it helps me not take things so seriously, to remember my place in the universe. We're all animals to some degree, evolving from that lineage. But then to imagine ourselves, we're just one little earth drifting. And so often we can make mountains out of molehills in our mind. And to get that cosmic perspective really helps me to see things through a different light and put it in a healthy
things I say are irrational. Yes, sometimes the things I do are quite radical. Yes, I will be waging war on the capital. Yes, I will burn the houses of parliament down, cause hypocrites, they burn quite easily. Wow.
And that's the difference between us and animals, is we have these political organizations. We have the ability to reconcile and know we're going to die. And we have all these structures in place. And we have, of course, the highest intelligence of any animal. And that leads us to create all of these social hierarchies and find our place within it, which is really cool, but also kind of terrifying.
I'll burn and pillage it all to the ground. Your illegitimate king lost his crown. Animal flow, show no mercy under my rule. I won't be kind, I will be cruel. Down on my foes in a paddling pool. Yes, I'm tyrannical, bro. So never mistake, I'm man for a fool. I'll take your ignorance right back to school and teach you a lesson for testing my cool. Animal.
Animal. Oh, I love how it ends there. Doom da doom da. Animal. What a cool transition to the finale of this episode. I love too how he's kind of hobbling there with a cane and kind of sitting there in front of all the animals, because that's what our lineage of evolution says, that we came from the animals and that they're a part of us and that we're not above them just because we have the ability to use tools and domesticate them and eat them and all these things. We are part of the world, they are part of us, and it's so important to not feel like we're superior to any other living life form, because to me, life has different intelligences, and if we project our own intelligence tests, for instance, on animals, a dog doesn't know how to do basic algebra, but they know how to maneuver the ground and run faster than we do for a short distance. And so each living thing has uniquely applicable intelligences, which is really amazing. But what an incredible rhythm and song. Ren is so talented. Please be sure to like, subscribe, comment. It really helps me out a lot. And I look forward to seeing you in the next music therapy episode.